more passionate fan base, the Eagles or the Cowboys?
I can answer that.
Eagles.
Eagles?
They're crazy. Our Cowboys, our fans are deep, but they not. I don't want to say nothing crazy, but the Eagles got.
What's good? What's good? What's good, people? How y'all doing? How y'all doing out there? Welcome back to Cowboys for Life podcast, where we ride together, we die together, baby. I'm here live with you again. I want to say, please, first and foremost, please like, and subscribe. It's the only way we get this platform off the ground, especially in the beginnings. I want to thank everybody, especially to all my new followers. I ain't gonna say subscribers because nobody subscribed. Only my son. But the views did go up. So if you are going to watch, so please, you like what I'm saying. If you don't want to like what I'm saying, just hit the like button or at least subscribe or share it with somebody else. But yeah, man, today's today's podcast is going to be strictly about your boy Dak and your boy AOC. AOC Attack, that is. I went on his platform. He was live today, and we had a pleasant conversation our first time chatting with your boy. Shout out to him and his platform, what he do out there. Salute to him and everything he's done. But yeah, man, how'd it go on there, man? Because the conversation strictly was starting off simply about they was digging in on Micah for all the things he was doing, as far as the way he was talking, saying he talked too much, need to shut his mouth. Uh, they thinking possibly about trading him. All this nonsense, right? So I strictly said, I called in and I spoke. What are we gonna do if we you get rid of Micah? Not only that, not only what are we gonna do if Micah left? Um, why are you trading him away? Why? Oh, they didn't like the way how he basically he's putting down other teammates, or he's making it all about himself, and he don't show up every game. Like I said, I'm the biggest critic of every player, and I can agree with that. Micah does not show up every game. Micah needs to work on his run defense. He can have 21 sacks, but if you allow on your side of the ball, on your end that you're rushing from, people just go around the corner and run, yeah, I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. So I have been critical of Micah in the past. So it's not like I'm just 100% taking up for Micah. But at the same time, he's still the best player on your team, the best player, a generational talent. A generational talent. We haven't seen nothing like this since Demarcus Ware left. Since Demarcus Ware left, we have not seen no talent on our team like that. Demarcus Lawrence had his little flash, but it was never nothing of that magnitude. He was never touching 20 sacks. Micah not even touching 20 sacks. That's why I kind of be asking how they say he's the best player in the league, or some people say he's top five. I tend to disagree because he don't even crack past 13. He don't even crack past 13 sacks a year. You know what I'm saying? He has never reached that 20, like the TJ Watts or Myles Garrett, 20 sacks, 18 sacks. Has Max Crosby touched that? I don't know. I don't think so. But maybe he was close. Put it like this. But he has been the most consistent. Yes, he has been the most consistent. So to get back on topic, Micah, my thing with Micah is I have grown comfortable to watch him have his podcast, because at the same time when he do have these podcasts, and although his run defense and like all the stuff that I mentioned, he still be speaking facts. He speaks fact. He speaks for every Cowboy fan mostly. When he speaks on the things that we be wanting to say, but we cannot voice our opinions because we don't have, we don't create platforms like this, or because nobody's going to listen, Or, you know what I'm saying? He speaks to the media. He speaks to the masses, to all those newscasters out there, and Get Ups in the morning, and ESPN, Stephen A. Smith, all that stuff. All those platforms, he speaks to them directly at them and back at them. But he speaks for us, not only that, but he also speaks to the team. When the conversation that me and AOC was having, we disagreed upon which was, if somebody is getting paid millions of dollars to do their job and they're not holding up their end of the bargain, speak out on it. Call that player out. Well, AOC said, well, you do that behind closed door. Sometimes everything don't need to be behind closed doors. Everything don't need to be behind closed doors. Like I told him, my example was Kobe Bryant. He called out his players. Jordan called out his players. Magic called out his player. Shaq called out his players on his team. They voiced their opinion. LeBron several times called out players to put up their performance. So he's not doing anything different than every other great player wanted to do. And Micah has that Mamba mentality. He has that I want to win mentality. And not only does he has that mentality, Micah's speaking not only from the players aspect of things, he's speaking strictly from the fans. Because just 5 years ago, he was a diehard Cowboy fan. So he watched from a child all the way up until the time he was drafted how the Joneses operated, how the Cowboys organization was ran, how they let every great player that came in here when it was a quick, nice little run, when you had Tony Romo and you had T.O. and you had Marion Barber and Felix Jones in the backfield. And all those greats when we was running it up and then we lost to the Giants. We wasted 3 years of T.O. time, and then you let him go for whatever reason. Oh, not to mention, you still had Jason Witten. And you had a good defense on the other side. You had DeMarcus Ware. You had Marcus Canty. You had Spears. You had a team. You had a team. And y'all did not go out there and capitalize off of it. What's the next run? You get your Dez Bryant. Now you got your Dez Bryant with Tony Romo. And who else is out there? You had Terrence Williams. Then you had your great offensive line, Travis Frederick. You had Zach Martin. You had Tyron Smith. And then you still had a nice defense to go with it. So 2014 was your year. And look what you did with it. It went to waste. You ain't re-up the next year. You didn't try to go find a backup for Tony Romo. No, you did none of that. And then the next era came in was Dak in 2016 with Ezekiel Elliott, still with a Dez Bryant. And then you had a nice defense. We had a real nice defense. I want to say that was 2016 was a good defense when we lost to the Packers. But what I'm saying is, Micah, he lived through all that, just like we lived through all that. So he was a fan once at a point in time before he can make changes on the team like he's doing now and speak up. So he know what those heartaches and them pains feel like when you come up short and when you don't go out there and get nobody to add to your team, and then every other team around you, i.e., you know who I'm talking about. I'm not mentioning them cornballs' names. No more. I'm tired of these. And that's another DallasCowboys.com. I listened to one of the Players Lounge today. All they did was kept mentioning Eagle this, Eagle that. I felt like it was an Eagles podcast, and I commented, like, is this an Eagles podcast or the Dallas Cowboys? Stop talking about them. It's bad enough they won the Super Bowl. I don't even watch no sports after the Super Bowl when they won. I don't watch none of them. Only clips that I see on Twitter. But I skip over if it's anything related to them bums. Anything relating to them. So I watch little clips of, our players and stuff like that. But stop giving them all this praise. They built a super team. Yes, they did what they did. But Mike is strictly talking from the same point. You could do the same thing too. They got a quarterback that got paid. And we're going to talk about that next. They got a quarterback that got paid. Yes, Jalen Hurts. They got two good ass receivers. They got defensive line. They got all pro freaking offensive line. Okay, why can't we do the same thing? That's simply what he's saying. Don't blame it on a salary cap. Do not blame it on the salary cap, because Howie Roseman surely showed you how you can make it happen. So that's my argument. So Micah can talk all these things because of the simple fact he wants to see the things that we want to see and the things that we're screaming at the Joneses. Stop spitting in my face and telling me it's freaking tea. It's not. Stop peeing on me and telling me it's rain. It's not. That's what the Joneses like to tell you to do. Oh, they're gonna have cap problems in 2030. You know how long 2030 is from here? That's 5 years from now. They're gonna be reaping the benefits. No, they're gonna be feeling the pressure. Man, I don't care about 6 years from now. We could feel it, but guess what? We get 2 rings out of it, even 1 ring out of it. I'm fine with it. I eat it up all day. Because guess what? When 2030 and the freaking cap hit that y'all get every year, that cap keeps going up for the NFL, it's gonna be the triple times what it is now. So you're gonna be able to withstand that blow. And you only got 4 more years with Dak, so why not run it up? What was the point of re-signing Dak to his 4-year contract and then try to rebuild the team? That makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. It don't make no sense. So therefore, what I'm saying is, go rebuild this team now. You brought him back for a reason. If that was the case, you wanted to rebuild, you should have let his ass go. Simple as that. That's simple. That's my argument. And so the next part that me and AOC had our little discussions about was simply counting pockets, as they would say. And then people love to say this, even my boys say this. It's not so much I'm counting Dak pockets. Like I said before, Dak, take him to the bank, your first contract. Cool. I don't care. Eat them up. Get yours. Second contract, you know very well. You know very well you're not a Patrick Mahomes. You're not an Aaron Rodgers in his prime type. You're not a Josh Allen type. You're not a Lamar. None of these players, none of these great quarterbacks that we have, you're not on a level. You know you need pieces around you to make you elevate to the next level. So why not give a little bit, a couple dollars back to the Cowboys to say, here, if I give this money to you, you're going to do sign X, Y, and Z. Or you're going to boost or get me some plays around that I can make these plays. That's the argument that I give back. It's not so much I'm counting anybody's pocket, but what I'm saying is help the team if you really say you're about the team. That's my argument. Help the team if you say you're about the team. Because right now, when you don't do none of that, when you take that next big contract and then you getting the money off the field, all the commercials, which is probably another 100 million, all that do is show me you just all about the money, bro. And that's what these players have become. And that's why I say I need to be grateful for Micah Parsons, because he's even said himself, I'm willing to take a pay cut. When's the last time you ever heard a player besides Tom Brady say he took a pay cut? Even Patrick Mahomes took a damn pay cut. But when you heard of a player saying he's going to take a pay cut? No, these people are not hungry for rings no more. These people are hungry for freaking money. That's all they care about is money. Money. Nobody's hungry. Don't have that tenacity. This is why I say there need to be a cap on a certain amount of money that we give these players. Because at some point in time, when do you say you playing for the love of the game anymore? You notice that? Why do you think they saying the NBA is so down? It's so washed. I just read a comment. I was just eating dinner 20 minutes ago, and I'm looking at the bottom of the ESPN line. One of the comments, looking at one of the college games. And who was the player? I think it was who was that? I was just eating dinner. But I was sure I got a short-term memory problem. But anyway, I'm looking at an NBA player saying that the NBA, it was Draymond Green, said the NBA is trash right now. It's drained. There's no enthusiasm. It's all about three-pointers and that's it. And all these players getting these big old contracts. Nobody's hungry no more. And the same thing in the NFL. These players just not hungry no more for no rings. They're not hungry. They don't have that tenacity. They don't have that killer instinct mentality. And the only person that do is a Micah Parsons who speaks up and say, I want to win. I want to win. I'm tired of being around losers. And the Cowboy fans, we tired of being around losers. It's been 30 years. We've been losing. So don't get mad at me for I'm saying, okay, if y'all say y'all all about winning or all about the team, and I say, all right, prove it. Take some money. You the one that takes the most of the cap. Give some money back your second contract, not your first, but your second contract, because that little money that you will give back to the Cowboys to go sign players, you making that off the field when you go into all these charity events. You will make that money back. So I don't understand what people like to fight or argue back on me, or you pocket watching. Man, fuck, no, freak all that. Freak all that. Yes, you call it what you want to call it, but those are the same players same people are always I ask. What's your real reason? That's your only excuse that you have for Dak Prescott. What about his performance on his field? Have he performed? Has he performed to the contract? I understand it's the next man up, but has he performed to that? No, he hasn't. So that's what I got. That's my take on it, and that was my argument today with your boy AOC, which is a very fun. It was a very fun conversation that we had. But I just had that let that be known about the whole Dak situation. Man, forget Dak. And the other conversation was strictly about, are we loyal fans? We don't have hungry fans no more. Man, I understand when fans are. It's a difference between. There's a difference between what do they call them? A fan who's halfway a band, not even a bandwagon, but a Mayweather fan or whatever the case, whatever that word is. They're one of them fans who just come with the greats and they bounce when the downs is out. And then you have the fans who are actually just die-hard fans, true die-hard fans. And then you got the smoke and woke fans, which is me. When I know the team by week 5, week 6 or 7, I know the team is not going nowhere. So I'm not going to I'm not going to attend or buy any merchandise for the team any further if I know the season is done. You're not making it to the playoffs. And then then if you do making it to playoffs, you're not going past the first round. You're simply not going past the first round. So I don't get caught up on these 12-5s. You playing a bunch of ducks. You're playing a bunch of ducks because in them 12-5 seasons, what real team did you beat? You didn't beat the 49ers when it came around. You didn't beat the Josh Allens when it came around. You didn't beat the Baltimore Ravens, the team that you needed to beat when it came time for it. You didn't beat the Kansas City Chiefs. But we get real excited when they beating the crap out of the Giants, the Washingtons, and the splitting with Philly every damn year. That's nothing to get excited about no more. Now I see why players sell their tickets and why you see a whole bunch of other teams in our stadiums. Because we tired, exhausted. Ain't got nothing to do about you. It does not say that you are no longer a diehard fan. Or you need to be there. And another caller was saying, people need to start staying in, watching, and if you're a loyal fan, you need to really show that you're a loyal fan and ride with your team through the ups and downs. F that, bro. 30 years hurts. You get tired. You get exhausted. You don't want to put that much energy into a team no more. You don't. So at some point in time, you have to be smart about how you're going to maneuver as a fan. Okay? You're going to root for them. Yes. You're going to root for them. When they're doing great, we in there. When they losing, we still in there. But we're going to have critiques of why we cheeks. There's nothing wrong with that. What I'm supposed to do? Sit back and shut up and getting the crap kicked out of us and still be happy and excited and rooting? No, not at all, bro. I'm sorry. You say that for the birds. You call it what you want. I call it smart fans. There's a difference. It's called maturity and growing up. That's all it is. That's all it is, bro. You're not gonna go to your job and let somebody else keep working that you keep outworking them, and then they get a promotion, and I'm supposed to be happy for them. Yeah, but I'm gonna also say, yo, I've been here busting my behind, and I know Joe Smo ain't do nearly half the work that I've done. Nearly half. Why didn't I get that promotion? You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna take up for that. You're gonna speak up on the things. Hey, yo, boss, let me show you the stats right here. This and that. I was here. I did this. This and that. Now compare the two. You get what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say basically is, bro, stop with the nonsense. Stop with the nonsense. It's called being smart. What did they say? Work smarter, not harder. Okay? So I'm comparing that to be a loyal fan, but a smart loyal fan and not a stupid fan. Simple as that. It's that simple, bro. So that being said, that's it, man. That's all I got for tonight. As you see, I'm still in this hotel room. Can't wait to go back home next week. Yeah. But yeah, man. Shout out to, like I said, AOC and allowing me on this platform today and having a great conversation. Look forward to many more debates. And yeah, you guys like and subscribe, please. And yeah, thank you for joining me once again. And I will be coming out with some more stuff as we get close to the draft. Right now, I'm just picking and choosing which topics to respond, because I'm sure Mike is going to say something else crazy next. I'm not even crazy, but speak some more truth next week. And yeah, I'll be here for it. But not for every little thing. I'm not jumping on here for every little thing for clickbaits and stuff like that, man. No, I ain't got time for that. But I love y'all. And thank you once again. Salute. Remember, we ride together and we die together. But some of that stuff that your boy AOC was saying today, nah.
I don't like that shit. For sure, bro.
Nope.
I don't like that shit.
No, sir. No, sir. Salute. Catch y'all on the next one. Sell any tickets unless the Joneses don't do what they're supposed to do. If they don't do what they're supposed to do, keep doing what you do. Keep selling your tickets. It ain't worth you coming to the game. And sure enough, the Joneses will look outside their little press box and see all the other teams' jersey filling up 80% of their stadium, like I done seen for the last 3 years. So if they ain't giving you nothing to cheer about or buy tickets about, keep doing what you're doing. But let next month come and free agency, the next 3 weeks, yeah. And they do great in the draft like they're supposed to, like they have done in the years past, yeah, we're gonna support them. We're gonna support them. So with that being said, yeah, keep being them boys. We'll always
I'm still them boys.
We'll always be them boys. We'll always be them boys. Unless, I ain't gonna say that because a lot of teams are catching up to us now. Eagles, Washington, they ain't won no championship, but still, about 2 or 3 championships away from us. So, yeah, we got to get it going. We tired of the bull crap. So CD was not wrong he was not wrong whatsoever. Let him speak his mind. Let Mike and them speak their mind because they're speaking for us. The Jones will only hear them, not us. They don't care about us because guess what? We're still going to purchase. So with that being said, I thank you for tuning in with me. Cowboys for Life podcast. It's my 3rd episode, as you all know. If you are watching this, I truly appreciate you. Truly appreciate you. And I will probably have something for you for my first 4 to 5 viewers who watched this video and supported me. Because I'm watching everybody else's podcast when they first started. Ain't no views at all. And so I just want to thank you. I truly do. Help me get started on my journey. But that being said, catch you in the next episode. Cowboys for Life. Take care.
We ride together. We die together.